Hello all and welcome back to the channel. Today we are checking out Battlestar Galactica Shattered Hopes. This has been one game that has been suggested, as people who've been around the channel for a while know that I do love me some Battlestar. And I have not actually played this one since it came out, so I have no idea what we're looking at. I know it's going to be kind of a roguelike, I'm not going to say city builder, but kind of a ship builder kind of thing where you have to take care of your fleet and try and escape the Cylons. But as far as that goes, that's about as far as I know exactly how this is going to shake out. So I did go ahead and do a bit of the tutorial just to get my hands, a little bit dirty to make sure the settings were all good. Yeah, if the volume is a little bit off, by all means, please let me know. I do have things set up. Where is it? At around 85% for the main volume. I might bring that up to 90 actually. I'm also trying to get used to a new headset here, so this is going to take a minute. But that being said, I think it's probably time we just go ahead and get right into this. I did get this off Steam. Link is going to be right in the description as well if you're interested in grabbing a copy yourself. But for now, let's check it out. Grab ourselves a save slot. We are going to start with the tutorial. We have no favor or nothing else like that. Obviously, there's replayability here. There's a great deal of replayability in this game. I guess kind of along the lines of FTL or Void War, I guess, if you wanted to, depending on which side of the fence you're on that one. But you can keep on going back and trying out different runs. There's different ships you can get as well. But I think we'll go ahead and start with the tutorial and go from there. In orbit around Caprica, the captain of a scattered ship witnesses the last moments of his homeworld. What once was the capital of the 12 Colonies has been turned into a living nightmare. Nuclear explosions scorching forests, vaporizing lakes, and razing cities to the ground. By the gods. Why is nobody answering our hails? Where's the colonial fleet? Those gun stars. Why aren't they moving? Forgive my Greek. Hippolytus to all nearby units, requesting immediate assistance. As the captain speaks, he notices that the Dreadus screen blips repeatedly. Yesterday, Cylons were almost mythical. Today... Dreadus contact. The Cylons, they're onto us. I repeat, please send help. Send help! Arent, Hippolytus, please report status. Thank the gods, I don't know what's happening. We just arrived in orbit around Caprica when I saw all of this. Now they're after my ship. Please help. Hold still, Hippolytus. I'll take care of that raider. Alright, select the Viper to give it orders. Now your squadron is selected. Attack this Cylon enemy squadron. That's good damage. This is a Dreadus preview. It shows enemies about to spawn a few seconds before they do. You can hover over this preview to get more information about the incoming enemy. Alright, so that's a raider. 38 hit points, damage 12, range 15, speed 22, evasion 0. Both raiders. Your squadron can also target a Dreadus preview when they will wait for the enemy to spawn to attack it. That's left click. You can now access the Tactical Pause. It's your most important tool to surviving the overwhelming Cylon forces. It allows you to pause the battle, analyze the situation, give orders to your squadrons. Don't hesitate to use it as much as possible, especially when facing overwhelming or complex battle situations. Look at the Viper on that raider. You can now destroy incoming enemies attacking the fleet on your own. Use Tactical Pause to give orders and avoid losing precious seconds when targeting moving enemies. Already on it. Speed is probably going to be the name of the game, how fast you react to situations, I assume. Your main goal is protecting the fleet and survive, and Cylons can jump in anywhere. Oh, that's good. Get back to the fleet when impossible with your squadrons. I'm going to select a Viper. gonna bring you back over top of the Politis. Oh, okay. Greatest contact. Multiple raiders spotted ahead. They come in groups now, huh? Cowards. I'll give them a warm welcome, Hippolytus. Player and enemy units can have abilities that improve their efficiency. When your squadron is selected, you can see all its active and passive abilities. So we've got Hunter Instincts. When Hunter mode is on, unit automatically attacks and follows enemies within 56 range. Good. Auto attack. We have passive. Unit gains 60% speed for 5 seconds every time it destroys an enemy unit. Nice. And everything we just talked about. Move your Vipers so the enemy's Dreadus are within range of the Hunter Instincts auto attack. So if I put it right, I do see the blue ring. Put it right there. Should engage everybody when he drops in. Good. Nicely done. Is it better to be on the outside? Oh, okay, that's more. Major Arent, multiple Dreadus contact spotted. You'll never make it in time. We're exposed. Copy that, Hippolytus. A Raptor should be arriving soon. You'll be covered. All right. Where is my Raptor? There we are. The situation requires a change of strategy. With its short range, the Viper cannot deal with all the incoming scattered enemies by itself before they reach the fleet. Fortunately, a Raptor just arrived to defend the fleet. Long-range artillery squadron and very effective in dealing with far and scattered enemies. However, artillery squadrons are slow and can't charge their weapons while moving. You should try moving them as little as possible. Good to know. Raptor's already within range of the incoming enemies. Just watch it handle the situation. That is decent range. Viper's in position. Here we go. Artillery cannon charging. Viper, get over here to support just in case. Oof. Immediately smoked the Raider. Nice. The Raptor is very efficient when positioned strategically. Always try to position them to cover a wide area, protecting the fleet from incoming enemies, so that you don't need to move them too often. Defeat the next wave of both your squadrons and what you've learned so far. Let's position the Raptor directly in front of the Hippolytus. We'll move the Viper over to engage this group. Wasted a shot there. And that's a base star incoming. Oh, good. I do not have a Battlestar. What is that thing? A base star. Not good. Arent to Gunstar Scimitar requesting help. This is a Cylon base star. It has tremendous firepower and carries hundreds of Cylon units. It's almost impossible to destroy. For now, the only goal is survival. Move your squadrons back to protect the fleet. Okay, we got a missile. Oh, yeah. Now, like enemy squadrons, missiles launched by the enemy capital ship also have a preview with a countdown. Like enemy squadrons, they can be destroyed once they spawn, but they are much faster. Prepare to intercept them by staying in defense between the civilian ship and the capital ship. Move the Viper here. There are 3 types of missiles: homing, which are HM, explosive, which are EX, and nukes. While homing missiles are fast and always target a single unit, explosive missiles are slow but target an area of the battlefield. Nukes are slower explosive missiles with more hull points, dealing a lot more damage to a wider area. They can all be intercepted, but nukes should be prioritized at all costs. This is very important information. For those who have seen the Deadlock series, nukes are dangerous. I don't expect them to be any different here. Destroy the incoming missiles is what you have learned. Nuke. Target. Raptors and Vipers can attack and chase units within range automatically, but sometimes you need to prioritize your targets. For the incoming wave of enemies, position your units defensively, but destroy the nuke first. We got a missile incoming here. Yes. Nuke. Vipers are ignoring. And fighter immediately engaging. Nice. Oh, that's a lot. Hey! Gunstar in position. Multiple Cylon Doradus contacts. Civilian ship spotted. The Politis is sending a distress signal. What are your orders, Commander? Well, we're going to hail the ship. Right away, sir. Your order is immediately followed. You've been serving as the commander of an older class Gunstar named Scimitar for the past 5 years. You never thought you'd be facing Cylons. Comm rings. Connection has been established with the Hippolytus. When you pick up, all you can hear in the captain's voice is panic. Hippolytus here, the Cylons, and the thing in front of us, they're everywhere. We need help. Gunstar Scimitar to Hippolytus. Please maintain position. We are calling for reinforcements to engage the base star. Can't you just destroy it? Negative, Hippolytus. A ship won't make it against a Cylon base star on its own. Let's hope there's a Battlestar patrolling nearby. Yeah, things are pretty dire. Copy that. All right, keep the ship safe. Of course, sir. This is the Gunstar you're commanding. If it gets destroyed, it is game over. The Gunstar has weapons that can deal with large enemy groups. They should be ready soon. In the meantime, defend against the small groups on the side. I need black. It's a lot of fighters. I definitely need flak. We're going to reposition you. Maybe slightly off to the side. Cover both the Gunstar and everybody else. Gunstar weapons are now ready. Gunstar weapons offer another way, complementary with the squadrons, to deal with the Cylons. There are multiple types of Gunstar weapons, each one with a specific effect and strength. The Gunstars deployed a weapon, the offensive flak. You can hover over the weapon to display its information. The Gunstar weapon deals damage over time to an area of effect. It's very efficient in destroying a group of enemies with low hull points, like fighters. Now select your weapon and try to target the pack of 7 Cylons. And there is, oh nice. There is a range. Good to know. There's also a way to kind of scope this out and plan ahead. We'll go ahead and set that space up. Black out. Fighters down. Commander, no one is answering our hails. I suspect multiple Cylons are intercepting your communications. We're putting ourselves at risk here. What should we do? We're getting out of here. We are leaving with the politics. Of course, sir. Gunstar Scimitar to Hippolytus. Sending new coordinates. We'll cover you during FTL preparations and get out of this hellhole together. Copy that. Please don't abandon us. Yep, defend the ship. Needs to get out in one piece. On it, Commander. So, Battlestar Galactica Scattered Hopes is a game about survival. Cylon forces are overwhelming in strength and number. Your goal is to protect the fleet and resist the Cylons long enough for the Gunstar to compute an FTL jump and get away. Protect the fleet and survive until this timer reaches 0, then jump. We have 52 seconds on the clock. And let's position you there. There's a sniper. That's a problem. Just outside of range, too. 0.8 seconds incoming. I might take some hits here. Because by the time I reposition... might have time. Nope. And charge. The Cylons deployed a new type of squadron, the Sniper. The Cylons deploy various types of squadrons and annihilate the fleet. Always take some time to hover over them to check strengths and weaknesses. Unfortunately, the flak is down. Don't have another weapon. You have 22 damage. I'm actually going to send the Viper after the sniper. Artillery unit like your Raptor can fire at long range, but will be weaker at short range and move slowly. Destroy them at close range with the Vipers before they can fire in the fleet. Yeah, you can take a little damage. Unfortunate. What else we got? What's going on here? 30 seconds. Oh, hi. That looks like a opportunity for flak here. It's going to come in 7 seconds. I am going to have a chance to throw flak their way. Heavy Raiders. That's a lot of HP. Crap. How can I set the... Will flak damage the Viper? It might. Tactical pause. Commander, we're a little outnumbered here. A little help would be appreciated. We're running out of options to help you, Ardent. Except for the nuke launcher, but... well, I don't have a choice. Use it. Launch a nuke. Are you sure we haven't received proper clearance? Protocol demands... Sir, we're in war. Forget protocol, Lieutenant. Look around. We have to get out of here alive. Launch a nuke. Of course, sir. The Duratus previews a new type of squadron, the Heavy Raider. Heavy Raiders have many hull points. Your offensive flak won't be sufficient against 7 of them. It might be the right time to use a nuke. Your squadron's out of the way and wait for the enemies to spawn. Alright, where's my nuke? 20 seconds. Alright. We need to deploy the Gunstar nuke launcher. First, we need to make room by undeploying the offensive flag. Now click on the empty dock. Well, this is going to be troublesome. Whoop. We have 3 nukes. Well, whip this out there and see what happens. Oh, God. No. Viper went ahead and ran into it. One of your squadrons has been wrecked. Normally be unavailable until the end of the battle, but during the first tutorial battle, and only there, it would be destroyed once. Oh, God. Why was... Okay, whatever. Jump is ready. I forgot about Hunter Instincts. Rushed into that one. You can continue the tutorial. Well, we're good. Here are your squadron docks. You can use them to deploy different squadrons depending on the battle situations you face. Right now, your main concern is to safely bring back the deployed squadrons before the jump. Squadrons that are out of the Gunstar during the jump are wrecked but not lost and can still be repaired. Right click to undeploy. Everybody back home. Oh, God, they're so slow. Oh, that's a lot of nukes. And we're out of here. Oh. That was rough. Not bad, though. Not bad. Aside from, like, our tent getting in there and getting killed. Jump complete, Commander. We made it. In the Combat Information Center, or CIC, no one feels like celebrating. Your Gunstar and the few vessels in your wake seem like the last survivors, out of 50 billion souls. Confirming the Hippolytus followed us, as well as smaller ships. Since the attacks in the 12 colonies, you've been evading the Cylon killing spree. You've rescued a handful of small ships and abandoned countless others to their fate. Surviving has been a matter of luck. The only spark of hope left is the tenuous signal of a mysterious beacon. For now, surviving is all that matters. Commander, the colonial beacon's in this sector, but we're receiving serious reports from across the fleet. Immediate repairs are needed if we want to jump again anytime soon. Alright, well, first things first, let's fix our fleet. We're now in the fleet management phase. During this phase, you can repair and handle fleet problems. This is the situation. It occurred because the Gunstars sustained critical damage while escaping the Cylons. If you don't resolve it before it expires, it will have negative consequences for your ship. Hovering over the selected situation will provide information about what is at stake. That looks like 200 scrap. Scimitar was heavily hit by the Cylons. The hull is damaged. You can resolve a situation by providing supplies. Provide supplies to the crew to resolve the selected situation by selecting the supply box, then performing the fixed damage hull action. So I can select that and fix the damaged hull for 200. Done. Yeah, there's a couple others. The fleet has been through a lot to escape the Cylons. New situations have surfaced. Take a look at those. Some could put the fleet health at risk. Fleet health gauge has represented the state of the population and crew in your fleet. Reaching 0 fleet health will result in a game over. Unfortunately, you can't resolve another situation for now. The fleet is low on supplies. Commander, according to the latest reports, the fleet is running low on supplies. With the Hippolytus and all the smaller ships under our watch, we need enough water, food, and medicine to survive out here. A scouting party was sent to the area. We're expecting an update soon. Commander, the scouts reported back. They found the wreckage of a civilian ship. It was on its way to Taron when the Cylons attacked. There are no survivors, but the supplies aboard remain intact. A team is standing by to retrieve the resources, sir. Yeah. By all means, bring it in. Tilium is necessary to jump to another sector, but also to explore points of interest, or POIs, within the sector and gather needed resources. Tilium. This is the main fuels used for sublimitic space travel and FTL jumps. Points of interest, or POIs, are nearby locations scouted by your Raptors. They can provide resources needed for survival. We can click on this to learn a little bit more about it. Civilian cargo wreck. Damaged agri ship. A lot of supplies can be obtained from this wreckage. Send a team to resolve it. I'll do that. Beauty. Every action with the turn icon will move time forward. All situations will be 1 turn closer to expiration, at which point they will apply their effects. I can only get... Oh, crap. I can only do 2 of these 3. Fleet currently has 3 situations expiring in 2 turns. You won't be able to resolve all of them. The journey is about survival, and more often than not, you'll have to make difficult decisions and let some situations expire, keeping your scarce resources for later. Now resolve all the situations you can. So what do we got here? Malfunctioning airlock. That's kind of a problem. Heal injured passengers. Apply first aid. You know, I'm actually going to say... we're not going to apply first aid. We're going to fix the airlock. Do I have enough supplies? I have 8, right? Yes. This is going to be the most expensive. Airlock is fixed. I know probably focusing on the fleet health would have been more important, but an airlock is kind of important too. It keeps things on the inside from going on the outside, and the outside from coming into the inside. We're going to heal the injured passengers. I hope the first aid in it is not so bad. Okay. Yeah, that was minus 20 fleet health. It was better than minus 40. Although, what was that? Was that be net negative? No, we're still 20 up. Still 20 up. All the Gunstar weapons and squadrons are restored in the main hangar. That's where they need to level up and repair squadrons. Squadrons can gain experience during battles and can be improved. Let's go to the Gunstar hangar to level up your squadrons. Each time a squadron destroys a Cylon unit, it gains XP. Experience. During the last battle, your Viper gained enough to reach level 2. Level up the squadron to improve it. Choosing the right squadron abilities is one of the most important strategic choices you can make to strengthen your fleet. They add permanent upgrades and new capabilities to your squadrons, and there are 2 types of abilities. Active and passive. Yep. Passive abilities improve the squadron constantly during battle without requiring any action. And active abilities require an activation, sometimes a target to have a cooldown and a duration. They can be more powerful, but are more situational. Some abilities are rarer and more impactful than others. Carefully read the descriptions and select one of the 3 abilities. So we have 2 actives and 1 passive. We have minor cannon upgrade. Unit gains plus 10 damage to its primary weapons and abilities, if applicable. So it goes from 122 to 132. Oh, no, sorry, my bad. It goes from 112 to 122. Heavy missile launcher. Sorry, homing missile, not heavy missile. Buh. It's gonna take me a minute to get used to that. Homing missile. Launch a long-range homing missile at the target unit. Does 160 damage, 20-second cooldown. And then we have overdrive. Unit gains a huge speed increase for the duration of the effect. So if I need to sprint from one side of the map to the other. If I were to choose... This would be really good, say, for example, if there were, like, sniper artillery's platforms dropping, because a heavy raider is going to eat a missile and just keep on going. Which is unfortunate. Versus the flat damage increase. I just have to be a little bit more focused on abilities here. This, I think, is going to be a better option. Limited usage per battle is 2. Ooh. I don't know which would be better. I think flat damage all around is going to be more useful in the long run, but only 2 launches per fight. Kind of gets really hard to figure out exactly what you're going to do. But it does give us additional damage at longer range. There's like the guns. They're only at 15 range units, and the missile is 300. I only have enough space for 3 active abilities. I am going to go ahead and grab the passive. You can explore the hangar, examine your squadrons and weapons. When done, you can return to the fleet management. So what do we got? We got the Raptor. Has artillery aim, which is passive. And what are you? A wolf fighter. Praetorian, unit gains plus 10 damage resistance for each enemy within radius. Okay, that's a little harder to kill. Interception. Taunted enemies are forced to targeting taunting unit. Interesting. Only 84 damage, though. Range is better. It's 56 compared to the Viper's 15. $210 hit points on this thing. Nice. 140 on the Raptor. 170 on the Viper. That's so odd seeing a Raptor with a big old railgun on it. Back to the fleet screen. Well, you were right, Major Ardent. Our new keg really made a difference out there against the Cylons. Your XO has been with you for the best part of 2 years. You're glad to have him by your side. Also, someone in the Hippolytus offered his help. He'll make a good Chief Tech. During the attacks, you've lost many people, including your previous CAG and Chief Tech. His name is Ivan Valashenko. Vasilenko. Ivan. Ian. Oh, God. Coffee. Gotta have coffee. Ian Vasilenko. He's starting as we speak. Delicious. You smile for the first time in a while. Your Exo, Keg, and Chief Tech now form your inner circle. You see them as heroes. Without them, this would be hopeless. So heroes are the fleet elite. You've chosen to take an active role and accept your authority. They can have a huge impact during both fleet management and battle phases. Select a hero to get more information. So, heroes once per sector can resolve POIs and situations, increasing POI gains or avoiding situation supply costs. They're essential to your fleet's survival. Like squadrons, heroes can level up and gain new traits, providing situational bonuses in various contexts, like resolving a situation, being assigned to a squadron, to a weapon, etc. You can hover over traits to get more information. So, Cyrene, what are we looking at here? Health of 3, 10 experience. She does have a point. Hero action point allows them to perform time-consuming actions during the fleet management phase. Okay. I'm willing to bet this is going to pop up right now. We should take advantage of this opportunity. So opportunity started. Your CAG barges in while you have your head in the reports. Commander, I know you've been busy, but that beacon. What about it? You observe Major Arent. It is Arent, not Ardent. It's your first time being questioned by your Exo. I suspect it's been recently updated. Could be a Cylon trap. Toastrians aren't exactly known for playing fair. No, it's the Colonial Fleet. They left something for us, and we have to pick it up. Well, a chance for humanity to survive? Do it, Major. I'll get a shuttle ready right away. Well, let's hope it's worth it. Crises and opportunities will arise during your journey. There are complex problems with high stakes that require several steps and actions to be resolved. While opportunities can lead to important bonuses and rewards, crises can be very dangerous for the fleet's survival and shouldn't be taken lightly. This section will show all current crises and opportunities in your fleet. Select the opportunity to show its file. Alright. Mysterious beacon is located in the current sector. It may bring hope to the fleet. So let's go ahead and retrieve. Heroes have one action point that can be used to resolve situations without consuming resources. Handle the situation by selecting an available hero to resolve it, then perform the retrieve encrypted beacon action. Does it really matter which hero we choose? Aside from the fact that it's probably going to be the Major. Next step. After the team explored the beacon, they returned to the Gunstar with a data set. Your CAG and Chief Tech have analyzed it and are reporting back. I'm confused, sir. It's just an old data set. By the looks of the beacon, the data set was used during the Cylon War. The first one, I mean. 40 years ago, the 12 colonies were at war with the Cylons. Suddenly, the Cylons retreated and disappeared. Until today. But you were right, Major. The data set has been updated recently. Very recently. Can we read the messages inside? No. The encryption is brand new. We need to find a military outpost. With a bit of luck, they've received the latest access keys. Alright. On to the next step. We need to search for an outpost. On it, sir. Each time a hero resolves a situation or POI, they gain XP. By resolving the situation, the hero gained enough to reach level 2. Level up this hero to select a new trait. There we go. Level up. Like squadrons, heroes can level up and gain a new trait. Some will improve the hero efficiency during fleet management. Others will allow them to be assigned to Gunstar weapons or squadrons and provide them with various bonuses. More on that later. Carefully read the description and select one of the 3 traits. So we have Fast Reloader. This one is uncommon, but assigned Gunstar weapons gain 10% cooldown. Can we assign... Because she's a pilot already. because she's a pilot already, if we assign her to a gun on the Gunstar, can she no longer fly? I think you can only do one or the other. Now, there's one extra Tilium every time this hero resolves a POI with Tilium reward. That probably is going to add up really quick. Additional 15% max hull. Also ideal. I'm going to say travel planner. Heroes can have a major role during battles by being assigned to Gunstar weapons or squadrons. Enter the hangar to assign your hero. This is where we find out if I made a good choice or bad. I know I went neutral on it. You can assign a hero to a squadron if they have assignable squadron assignable trait. Squadron assignable traits will only apply their effect to the squadron the hero is assigned. Be careful, if a squadron is destroyed in combat, its assigned hero will lose 1 HP. In the weapon tab, you can also assign a hero to a Gunstar weapon if they have a weapon assignable trait. If the Gunstar sustains critical effects, weapon assigned heroes will have a chance to lose 1 HP. Okay. You now know everything you need to know about hero assignment. You can try assigning heroes to your Gunstar weapons or squadrons. Exit the hangar when you're ready to proceed. We can put the XO on the guns. What does he do? Offensive strategy. As long as this hero is assigned to a Gunstar weapon, the Gunstar gains plus 4% damage resistance per level of this hero. Okay. Attack formation. As long as the hero is deployed to a squadron, all allied squadrons gain 3% damage per hero's level. Also not a bad thing to do. Would it be better to go ahead and put her onto the Raptor? Because it is all squadrons. What an interesting thought. The Viper is most likely to get destroyed. Meanwhile, our artillery platform should remain the safest, although it's probably going to get targeted. Definitely not putting her on the tank. Right click to undeploy. She's off the front line. That might help. We'll find out real quick. Ah, here we go. Dratus contact. Cylon Raider just jumped into the sector and spotted us, sir. The Dratus screen briefly shows the icon of a Cylon Raider flying near. There for a few seconds, and then the Raider disappeared. Frack. They'll be back soon with more firepower. Someone gasps in the CIC. Fear is palpable. But how do they find us? There's no way they can trace our FTL jumps. Requesting permission to spool an FTL jump to the next known area, sir. We can't stay in this area, sir. Looks like they're everywhere. We need to get the fleet far away and fast. You never thought you would abandon your home planet one day, but here you are. There's only one way to get away as fast as you need to. Plan to jump anywhere past the red line. What? The red line. Beyond this theoretical limit, all FTL jump calculations are highly uncertain. Any jump with this setting can be deadly. Sir, crossing the red line could send us crashing into a star. Do it. Right away, sir. The CIC falls into silence. Your XO breaks it by shouting orders. Setting the fleet to condition 1, Commander. All systems are ready for battle. Cylon's found the fleet. You have a few minutes before the attack. Use this time to prepare for battle. When you're ready, start the battle. Okay, this is going to take a hot minute to go ahead and resolve. What do we need to look at here? 6 Tilium, 0 supplies, 2 nukes. Now, let's look at deployment. Switch back to flak guns. That's what I was looking for. Just in case. This is where I'm going to find out that we need a nuke right off the bat. Let's get in there. I think we're all good. At the start of each battle, you can select your squadrons or Gunstar weapons to deploy. Oh, okay, so you don't have to have that beforehand. Deploy as soon as possible to be ready when the Cylons arrive. Your Gunstar has 2 squadron docks. Click on a dock to show available squadrons and select one to be deployed. Select another squadron for the second dock. We can feel the Viper. I'm tempted to feel the Wolf. But the trick is going to be keeping her alive. Get artillery out that direction. Guns up. Oh, we can actually go ahead and deploy the other one. Okay. The second slot is unlocked. All weapons deployed. As long as it's the start of the battle, you can change your deploy orders instantly. Get out of the tactical pause when you are satisfied with your deployment orders. We are going to find out real quick how happy I am. All right, Viper. Get up here. We'll get our artillery platform. Where? About 100? I think 100 out's going to be good. Multiple Duratus contacts. You have now learned the basics. It's up to you to survive this battle until the fleet is ready to jump. We have 1 minute. 55 seconds. And we got a couple snipers coming in. We should actually be able to clean this up and then take care of these guys before they get in range. Six seconds to reposition. 3, 2, 1. Snipers online. Heavy Raider coming in. That takes 2 hits. That's not cool. Ugh. A little bit of damage on the platform. But we got it. Heavy Raider. Ooh, everyone's taking hits. That sniper's in range. Viper. On to the next one. 26 seconds. These both coming in at the same time. Oh, hi. That's unfortunate. Do I want to use flak for this? I'm going to say probably not, but I am going to say it's kind of weird to have the civilians out as front line versus the Gunstar. Maybe not. All right, right click cancels that one. 19 seconds remaining. Start hoofing it. god, all that extra damage. Viper will stay there. Gonna get a shot off with artillery platform, isn't he? Somewhat. FTL ready in 10. We can eat a little bit of damage here. This Raptor is about to get smoked. Okay, good. You are coming back right now. We'll clean these guys up. Redock. About 7 seconds for everything. These guys can come in 7 seconds, and we're going to get out of here. Everybody redock. Is that everybody? That's everybody. Let's get out of here. What do we do? Scimitar could restore some damage. Some additional blessings, not bad. After each battle, the fleet will be granted a blessing. Choose from 3 options. Depending on the battle, the option may include a mix of rewards to improve the fleet or aids to mitigate negative consequences. Choose carefully. This, unfortunately, is only going right to the Raptor. And we would be 4 experience shy. Scimitar, what are we looking at for hit points? You only need... There's a lot of things here that all of a sudden I'm having to look at that I did not get to see before. Ship effects, no effect, untrained crew. Which I can't really see because there's a pop-up window here, and that's okay. I'm assuming... Yes, I was going to say minor critical effect threshold. If all points go under this threshold during a battle, the ship will spawn a minor negative situation in the next sector. If this ship is the Gunstar, one of the heroes assigned to a deployed weapon will lose 1 HP at the start of the next sector. We want to stay out of there as much as possible. I could grab the fuel. But I'm going to grab the HP restore. Patch it right up. Reporting status, sir. In the CIC, no one says a word. A jump past the red line is like a leap in the dark. Jump is complete, sir. All ships have followed through. As the tension eases, you can hear relief in the CIC. For a moment, you almost forget what you've been through. Scanning sector. Dratus is detecting a military structure nearby. We need to check it out. Find the encryption key. We better hurry. Who knows how close the Cylons are? Well, investigate the military outpost. Get it done. This is the timeline for the current sector. This represents the time you have before the Cylons find and attack the fleet. You have a limited number of turns to resolve situations and POIs. That's the outpost. Explore it to advance the ongoing Scattered Hopes opportunity. We could obtain 9 supplies, and it costs us 1 fuel and 1 action. But we have no supplies. I'm going to send... the EXO. Nice. Commander, the encryption key has been retrieved, but there's a problem. Our R&D lab isn't up to date. It can't read the key. Not a surprise. This whole Gunstar is 1 FTL jump away from a junkyard. Well, we better get the upgrade up and running here right now. Wonderful. Although fragile, civilian ships can help the fleet survive. Select your civilian ship, not the Gunstar, to learn more. So here we go. This is what I was looking at on the other screen. If you train civilian ship crews properly, they can provide various resources and bonuses. This is the current efficiency level of your civilian ship. At 0. Cool. To level up a civilian ship efficiency, you need to train its crew. Each time you train them, the ship will gain 30 experience, but 1 turn will pass. Train the ship crew to upgrade its efficiency to level 1. I'm watching the bar here. The ship efficiency has been improved to level 1. You can now produce scrap at the start of each sector. Okay. Improving your civilian ship efficiency takes time, but it's a good investment in the long run. Efficiency upgrades will be deactivated in the tutorial for now. Fleet scrap can be used for trade, repair, or upgrade aids. Okay. Yep, just like FTL. Let's look at the Gunstar R&D lab, if we could. Allows us to upgrade various aspects of the fleet. That's the fleet upgrade you need to read the encryption key right there. I need more scrap. That's nice. Increases maximum fleet health and plus 25 current fleet health. Nice. Fortunately, your Gunstar has its own means to produce resources for emergency situations like this. Like the Gunstar. Several emergency production units, not the most efficient, but always there in need. These units can produce scrap, supplies, or tilium. They require 2 turns for output. Oh. Not as efficient as POIs, but when a few additional resources are needed, it's a productive way to use these turns. As there's no POI around, we need to invest. Click twice on the invest. Done. Great, you now return to the lab and get that level 2 we're looking at. All right, next steps. So the Gunstar lab has been upgraded. We'll start decrypting the message at once. It'll take a few cycles. And let us know as soon as you have something then. Sure thing, sir. So that is the basics of Battlestar Galactica Scattered Hopes. You still have 2 turns before the Cylons arrive. Use this time to prepare your fleet. You can also assign heroes to Gunstar weapons or squadrons in the hangar. And resolve all the POIs, level up the squadrons and heroes, and upgrade the fleet. And use production units. Now we are in charge. Okay, so the game finally starts. Here we go. And what are we going to do? POIs. We have a drifting ship. What is that? Guaranteed uncommon or higher rarity if POI is resolved by a hero. Really? Interesting. Oh, that's also a lot of scrap. Yeah, let's get this level up on the EXO here before we do anything. Assign Gunstar weapons gain 10% cooldown. We'll grab that. Tilia might have been the best one, but I'm not 100% sure how we want to stack this. Scrap is used for a little bit of everything, eh? We are grayed out of everything here but fleet logistics. I'm assuming slowly everything else here gets upgraded. Callisto class Gunstar tech. Okay. Interesting. I can't even look at it? Aww. Ooh. That is unfortunate. Oh, there's a med bay here. All these things I can't even have a glance at. Well, we're definitely going to try and get the rare option here. Adds a new civvy ship to our fleet. We got the Hashem. What can you do? Okay. Level 2 already. Obtain +5 supply per jump and 30% max hull. You need repairs is what you need. And then level 3 gives us 7 supply and 60% max hull. We need to patch you up. We really do. We're going to grab some more Tilium, especially on our flight officer. I think we have enough time to go ahead and do one more. Ooh. More fuel. Technically speaking, we're getting 2 fuel per jump. That's not too bad. Probably not a good idea to continuously use fuel, but I'm also going to not say no to scrap. And here come the Cylons. Opportunity seized. R&D lab is done. The message decryption is almost ready. Just a few more seconds, Commander. It's from Commander Adama. The whole CIC falls silent. Commander William Adama is a war hero, but you thought he had retired years ago. Put it on speakers now. Right away, sir. Time comes to a standstill as the last message from the colonial fleet is being decrypted. Suddenly, a familiar voice can be heard. This is Commander Adama speaking. Today, after decades of silence, the Cylons have attacked our colonies. In a matter of hours, our homeworlds have been bombarded and destroyed. A gasp comes from behind you. Someone is crying. Our enemy has found a way to disguise themselves. They have infiltrated our society, our social circles, our crews. They look like us. To some, the situation might sound dire, but all hope is not lost. You've trained for this. You're ready. I have a plan. Rejoin with the Battlestar Galactica, and I will guide you to a refuge. So say we all. The message ends abruptly. A handful of your officers repeat the words, an old saying, liturgical sentence, and in a powerful voice you shout, so say we all. I'm not shouting. Here we go, greatest contact. We are ready to get stuck in. All right, so change of plans. You can't see. So I know we hit the hour mark, but thought we might be able to save here. I didn't check beforehand, but that's all right. That means we get to go into the battle. So prolonged a little while longer. Let's get in here. Make sure everyone is assigned somewhere first. Yes, good idea. Viper's there. I don't think we can assign anyone. And she's already assigned. And we can't assign anyone else anywhere anyways. So I think we're good. Let's get in there. Auto pause has now been activated. When auto pause is on, the tactical pause will automatically activate during battles whenever conditions are met. Deactivate this anytime. I'm not going to. And we're going to want our Raptor and our Viper. Both guns are online. We have 2 minutes. And we got Raiders coming in. And the Cylon explosive missile. Let's position you. At 100 meters. Viper, you are going for this missile. Oh, it's coming from there. Yeah. Get artillery set up a little bit earlier than expected. Get that cleaned up. Nothing's online just yet here. This says 6,000. I wonder. It does have HP. Can we kill it? Is it possible to kill it? Viper, move up. Artillery platform. Get back out there to 100 meters. That is one artillery platform down. That is a heavy raider. I'm going to put the Viper on the frigate here. Oop, nope. No, I'm not. There we go. Come on, Viper, get in range. Ah, Raptor took some damage. I gotta set up if they don't do anything. Incoming raiders. Another minute left. I could actually use flak on this if I want. What's your cooldown? 27 seconds. Well, if you intercept him before he fires, might be able to get a kill. There we go. Beat him to the punch. Missile coming out here shortly. Ooh. It's out of range. I think I'm going to position the artillery platform a little closer to the frigate. Hit that with flak. You can move up. This is getting greedy. Getting incredibly greedy. Bah. Okay, just a little bit. I need you focusing that, please. I don't think this is a good idea. I may have overstayed or overstated my capabilities here. I do have the nuke. There's 1,000 damage. I don't think I'm going to get a kill here right off the bat. Not in 2 minutes. Got 4 seconds. I need you to reposition. Viper needs to go there. Back to the 100 meters. I got 2 missiles incoming. I'm gonna take a little damage here. Maybe not, actually. Let's bring this back here just a little bit. Viper is moving to position the Raptor. Doing good work. 30 seconds remaining. Good job, Viper. Little damage, but not bad. Their missile's about halfway through. That's 12 damage on the Hashem, but not bad. Viper, go for the nuke. And the other missile. Okay, 16 seconds remaining. Ten seconds remaining. We kill these and we fall back. Oh, that is not good. I'm gonna let that get a little closer. Is going right for the scimitar. You fall back. I need you to get right there and intercept that, please. There we go. And fall back. Everybody's on board. Let's get out of here. Well, it was a nice little scrap chance. Unfortunately, yeah, we could not find a way to go ahead and do steady damage to the frigate. Fleet is one step closer to the Galactica. Choose your blessing. Complete the tutorial and save the fleet for now. Continue playing a regular run with this fleet to try to survive the 12 sectors. We're going to do that. Let's start a regular run in normal difficulty. And that's what we're going to do. We'll try it out with the scimitar and see how this all shakes out. We are hurting for fuel. So that's probably going to be number one focus. I would think. What is that? Crisis will start here. Could require up to 5 turns to resolve. Oof. Well, we're off to a good start, aren't we? All right, ladies and gentlemen, now is going to be the actual end time of the stream. Again, just like everything else in between, if you like the series so far, by all means, hit the like button, throw a comment on down below. I want to hear what you guys think about it. What do you think? If you're interested in playing along, or if you're interested in getting a copy, again, we got this right off Steam. The link is in the description. If you're looking to support the channel, by all means, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Every little bit does help. In the meantime, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.
I'm inbound on your starboard. 7 high tech. Eat this, toaster. Target acquisition is screwed. Give me manual controls now.